Several years ago, a doctor from Mayo Clinic got together with a pastor, a theologian, and they came together, and it's printed in the Journal of American Medical Association. As the Roman soldiers repeatedly struck the victim's back with full force, the iron balls would cause deep contusions. The tissues around his body began to break apart. The flogging continued, and the lacerations would tear the underlying skeleton muscles and literally produced the muscles and the skin as pieces of frail ribbon. The severe scourging, with its intense pain, appreciated lost blood, most probably left Jesus in a pre-shock condition. The physical and mental abuse meted out by the Jews, the Romans, as well as a lack of food and lack of water and sleep, also contributed to his general weakness. Therefore, even before the actual crucifixion, Jesus' physical condition was at least and possibly critical. He was dying. He received our guilt and our pain and our agony even before they killed him. They caused him to carry his crossbar, which was anywhere from 75 to 125 pounds. An iron spike, probably 5 to 7 inches. Well, there it was. It was driven in his wrist, and it was driven between his feet and toes. Once crucified, the victim was exposed to all the elements, including insects, while they would burrow in the open skin. They would get into his eyes, into his nose, in his ears, and every portion of his body that was cut and open was thrown on that cruel, rugged cross with splinters. And there, as his back that had been beat and beat and beat was thrown on a cruel cross, it begins to tear open those wounds again. The splinters begin to get into his back and into his side. The weight of the body pulling down the outstretched arms and shoulders would literally tend to fix the intercostal muscles and the inhalation state, and thereby hindering passage of exhaling. Adequate exhaling required lifting the body by pushing their feet up on this nail. Otherwise, his feet would have to push up on that. It was already painful. But if he was going to breathe, he had to push up on that nail that was driven between his feet. He had to pull up with the nails that were driven in his hands if he was to take another breath. And as he would push up, the weight of his entire torso would produce severe pain. Furthermore, the flexion of the elbows and to cause rotation of the wrist around the iron nails and cause furious pain and damaged all those nerves. Lifting of the body would also painfully scrape the scourging back around the rough wooden splinters.